Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha's Matos and Massei, and the question of the week is, why are we still so obsessed about going out of Egypt? So in this week's Torah portion, the second Torah portion, Eila Massei Bnei Yisrael Sheyatzu Me'eretz Mitzrayim, where it speaks about the travelings of the Jewish people that left the land of Egypt. So the Rebbe asked a simple question, why are we still talking about going out of Egypt? We left a long time ago. And if you go specifically, the Torah says, Eila Massei, these are the plural journeys of leaving Egypt. We left Egypt once, we don't leave Egypt twice. Not only that, every single day in our prayers, in the morning we talk about going out of Egypt, at night we talk about going out of Egypt. Why do we talk about it so much? And the Rebbe explains, and he says as follows, what is Egypt? So it's a country, but spiritually, the word Egypt is Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim comes from Mitzarim, constraints, a limited and a confined way of thinking. In other words, Egypt represents the physical world where Hashem is concealed. Hashem is concealed, that's Egypt. And therefore, since Hashem is concealed, that's Egypt, we want revelation. We don't want to be in a world where Hashem is concealed. We want to break out of the concealment. We want to break out of what's limiting us to live an infinite life with Hashem. And because the avoida, the work of going out of Egypt, which means not being limited, not being constrained, and not dealing with God's concealment, is a constant avoida until Mashiach comes. Because as much as we gain traction and we break away the concealment and we have more revelation, but now we have more bigger concealment and different type of concealment. So it's a constant avoida, it's constant work of going out of Egypt. So to answer the question, why are we still so obsessed about going out of Egypt? We are obsessed about going out of Egypt because Egypt, unfortunately, on a spiritual level, is still alive and strong. The constraints and the limitations in our life are strong. And as long as it's there, we're obsessed with it because we want to get out of it. We want to be free. We want to be happy. We want Hashem to be in our lives in a revealed way every single moment of our lives. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to the memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib, Shlomo ben Yosef, and Rachel Bas Lipa. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. For more information, please see our website, chabadswf.org. Have a great and blessed week. Shavua Tov.